Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to this beautiful land I call home in Eastern Ontario. Last week I summoned the courage to get really vulnerable and share with you why I left naturopathic school and some of the traumas and wounds that I carried that ultimately led to that decision. And I shared with you why I left Toronto to live out here in this beautiful, isolated, natural space. I also answered your questions about my previous lover, how and why things ended. I did a little ritual with some paper cranes. And if you haven't watched that video yet, I would go back and watch that so today's video makes more sense. And I'll have it linked in the info cards, the pinned comment, and the description section as well. But today's video I'm sharing more positive news and more exciting changes in my life. Early last year, my last relationship ended. It felt like my whole world had flipped upside down. So every day I came out to the creek where I stand and by Mother Cedar Ama Asha. It's right here behind me. And I cried, released, and prayed. And I bathed in the water. I played with the fish, little minnows that pick at your feet. And I had my dog here and we would swim together. In early May of last year, a really tragic accident happened where one of my beloved cats, his name was Simba, died. And there was nothing I could do about it. I tried my best to save him, and I held him in my arms. We locked eyes, his beautiful blue sparkling eyes, and he died in my arms. And it was one of the most heartbreaking things I've ever been through, and I so desperately needed someone's comfort. I had to turn to someone to help me in that moment. And I turned to one of my dearest friends. His name is Seth. He said, "Semide, look up at the stars. Do you see Simba looking down at you?" In the movie The Lion King, they say all the previous kings and all the loved ones look down on us from above, and they live on in the sky among the stars. And those words soothed me so much, and it was also the moment I started to fall in love with Seth. And our friendship developed and grew into this beautiful love. He provided me with so much loving care and support, and him being a psychotherapist and a drama therapist, and he has so much knowledge and skill around working with people who are neurodivergent, who I am as well. He really helps me navigate some of the hardships and difficulties that I was struggling with. He is so sweet and charming and romantic and magical and deeply spiritual. I visited California, the Bay Area a lot, and that was just so wonderful, getting to witness Seth's life working as a psychotherapist at a high school, working with neurodivergent kids, and getting to participate at his Dungeons and Dragons club at his school. And pretty quickly we learned that we were each other's soulmates and that we wanted to spend the rest of our lives together. Since then, we've been making steps towards merging our lives together. He's been visiting out here, and we've been building a beautiful yurt together. Along the way, something really magical and beautiful happened. And here she is, a little baby in my womb. It's been such a miracle. I think I shared with a lot of you that I have a condition called PCOS, polycystic ovary syndrome, and I honestly thought that it would take many years to get pregnant, if not that I may never be able to get pregnant at all. And so to be blessed with such a gift so early on, I am beyond grateful and happy. It really is such a dream come true. Yeah, I wish I could tell the old me that this was possible and that this baby is thriving and healthy and so beautiful, and I am thriving and healthy. The beginning of my pregnancy, the first trimester, there was a lot of nausea and it was quite challenging. A lot of fatigue, but now in my second trimester, my energy is back and my mood levels are more stable, and I just overall feel much better. It's been wonderful to receive the confirmation from my healthcare team that we are both in such great health. And Seth and I are so happy to welcome this baby late this year, late December, or possibly early January. And we are working away at this yurt, at our home, working on YouTube, trying to get everything in place and ready before baby comes. And something that's helped us so much currently, as we've been so busy, is HelloFresh. And they have been so kind to sponsor today's video. HelloFresh is US's #1 meal kit and is also so popular in Canada. I love every single one of their meals. Honestly, they're so great. Seth has been using HelloFresh for years now. HelloFresh actually taught him how to cook, and he's such a gourmet chef now, thanks to HelloFresh. The convenience of having all these fresh ingredients delivered to you and still be able to eat healthy, delicious meals. You can tailor your meals to your diet, and I chose high protein meals, and each one of them have been so good. So good. I just can't wait to devour all of this. Baby and I are so hungry. Highly recommend HelloFresh. It's just such a simple, convenient, and easy way to cook. You can learn how to cook like how Seth did. Those of you who are busy, perhaps you're just starting college, another fresh year of college, or you've got a baby on the way, or you've got already children at home. You don't really have as much time to go out shopping and prepare for a healthy, delicious meal. So go ahead and click the link in my description and use my code to get 10 free meals and free breakfast for life. That's 1 free breakfast item per box while your subscription is active in the US. If you're outside US, local discounts apply. Eating a healthy diet has been such an important part of healing my chronic illness, rheumatoid arthritis, as well as PCOS. On top of that, being in this beautiful space with this fresh air, clean water, so much relaxing time in nature, a slower life in general, the abundance of delicious fresh nutrients from the gardens, the support of my parents, my family, the wonderful trees that hold so much loving space for me, all the healing I've done from trauma, and like I shared in my previous video last week, leaving the city, leaving the school that left me so burnt out and sick, leaving that religion that left me feeling so ashamed and unworthy of myself, and also being in relationship with such a beautiful man who is so loving and compassionate and supportive and takes such great care of me. You know, when you live with chronic illness, it's so important to surround yourself with loved ones and a partner that can support you when you're disabled. And whenever my rheumatoid arthritis flares up, I can become quite disabled and not really able to do anything. And so having that strong support system has been so healing for me. You know, when I was filming the hairstyling video with ASMR The Nest, which I'll link in the info cards, she was using a blow dryer and a brush and showing me all the little wisps of baby hair that I was growing. You've had such a surge of hair growth about a year ago. What did you do? What changed? And I said, I started dating Seth. And it was so encouraging to hear that I have had hair growth, because I've shared this in previous videos early on in my channel. I really struggled with androgenetic alopecia, this kind of female pattern hair loss that is really common in PCOS. And to see that my hair is now so full and wonderful and growing because of all the healing I've been doing and my hormones balancing themselves. My menstrual cycle also became more regular. I was getting a period every month, which has never happened in my life. It was so unusual for me. And that all paved the way for this little baby in my womb. It was so sweet, and you know, she's so energetic. She is kicking all the time. Seth and I both have ADHD, so most likely she will too, and she'll be such a big ball of energy, which is perfect, just perfect. And I don't want her to be any different than who she is, because out here we live a slow lifestyle, you know, and we don't have to subject ourselves to the pressures and judgments of society as much. We can allow this baby to be just herself, and we can cherish her and allow that inner light to shine. If we could nurture every child and baby to unwrap themselves and allow their brilliant, radiant light to shine out to the world in all their authenticity, how wonderful would this world be if we didn't have to shut people down and control them and tell them they couldn't be themselves. I have been reclaiming all my wildness and eccentricity and the magic, and doing so I have been able to play like I haven't for many, many years. I am excited to be a mother. I'm scared too. There is of course fear. And I share some of that in some of the videos I have filmed for you that I haven't released yet. And I can't wait to share those with you. I pushed myself to make these videos for you because it is part of my journey, and in releasing the young maiden inside me, the transition from maiden to mother. The young maiden in me sought the approval of others. The young maiden didn't know that she was inherently worthy of love. Just like Ama Asha, Mother Cedar back here, who has taught me so much about what it means to be a mother. As a mother, I know that I'm inherently so deserving of all the love in the world, and that I can tap into that source of unconditional love from Mother Earth and Father Sun and give it to my baby, give it to my partner, give it to my parents, my family, my land, my animals. And I know I will be challenged. I know there's so much to learn. And for those of you out there who are young moms or moms to be, please share with me in the comment section any advice or tips you have, or any experiences that you've had, difficult or wonderful. I'd love to hear more from you and connect with you, and perhaps we can go on this journey together. And for all the wise mothers out there who've been doing this for a while, please grant us your wisdom and tell us how you've journeyed in your transition from maiden to mother, how you've grown to be more patient and loving and resilient. I would love to hear all of it. There are a few more pieces I would love to share with you today, And it actually happened while I was filming B-roll for this video. About a month and a week ago, my love, Seth, proposed to me right here, right by Amma Asha. Let me show you.
And now they can bear witness to me asking you to be my wife.
It was such a happy moment and so magical that he proposed in front of Amma Asha, and she played such a large role in bringing Seth and I together as my spirit tree and blessed our relationship, and then to bless our marriage as well. So wonderful. It makes me so happy, and she is so happy too. And 2 weeks ago, my love and I got married, and we shared our vows and cried and became one, husband and wife. He is now mine and I am his. And our little baby was right there with us at our wedding. I couldn't be happier. I really feel like I'm living a fairy tale life, and I know hardships are going to come, especially with taking care of a newborn. But I feel content, and I feel prepared. I feel so wonderfully supported. I know I've said that so many times, but I really do. I want to end this video by giving you all a big kiss and a big, big hug. And I hope that my story resonates with you on some level, and perhaps hearing what I've been through might give you permission to be your beautiful, authentic, radiant self, just as you are, and you are so loved and cherished and welcome in this world. Please don't dim your light for anyone else. Don't let anyone else tell you how you should conduct your life. Do what brings you the highest excitement and joy. Like, what sparks life in you? Do it. It can be so scary to say goodbye to familiarity and take on a new and different path, but if there's something in life that's calling to you, a place, a person, a career, a hobby, anything, if it sparks joy and love and life in you, please do it. We have such a short life, and we can't live it to please others. We can't continuously seek the approval of others and forget to live. I'm so glad that I learned that lesson now, and I pray that you all do too. Oh, and I also wanted to share briefly, if you haven't yet followed me on TikTok, please do. I would be so thrilled to see you on there. And so, anyway, that's it. Bye now.